Thank you very much, Dr. Patrick and Mr. Sechi, for your kind introduction. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Junko Ogawa of the Institute of Energy Economics Japan, which is in charge of the Secretariat of the Energy Management Action Network on behalf of the Ministry of Economy, Trade, and Industry of Japan. Prior to the workshop sessions, let me just briefly introduce why information sharing is important for promoting energy conservation based on Japanese experiences. And secondly, I would like to explain what we are doing through Energy Management Action Network for information sharing. Okay, let's go to the next slide. I would like to just briefly introduce energy situation and energy conservation policy and measures in Japan. Japan has to import more than 19% of the natural energy resources from abroad, and especially in terms of oil import, dependency on the Middle East is over 80%. Therefore, the energy cost over the production cost become slightly higher than that of the country where it's rich in natural resources. Despite large import of energy sources from abroad, energy-intensive industry comprised large amount of Japan's gross domestic product. Thus, the two oil crises in 1970s hit Japanese economy very seriously. Under these circumstances, we Japan regarded that promoting energy conservation is the most effective solution for minimizing damage to the economy of Japan. To deal with this challenge, the government of Japan introduced energy conservation law in 1979, right after the second oil crisis. Regarding this energy conservation law, at first, the government focused on the industry sector, which consumed large amount of energy in Japan. To the present date, it widened its target to residential, commercial, and transportation sector. It is noted that the government introduced not only the regulation, but also they introduced supporting systems such as financial support system and information sharing programs. In this way, Japanese energy policy was promoted, both regulation and supporting system. In addition, it is very notable that industries are also very positive towards the energy conservation action because they found out that reducing energy consumption or promote energy conservation also reduce their energy cost, production cost. Okay, let's go to the next slide. In the effort of the industry supported by the government, industry succeeded to improve their energy efficiency. Basic material industries such as steel, paper and pulp, and cement industries have improved their energy intensity after the first oil crisis very rapidly. Before first oil crisis, the energy consumption grew faster than GDP growth. Oh, sorry. Here you can see the GDP growth, and here you can see the energy consumption growth. But after the oil crisis, Japan experienced high economic growth while we reduce energy consumption. So, therefore, we could reduce energy consumption as well as the energy cost, production cost. But it is, in some cases, it is still difficult to promote energy conservation action in Japan, especially for small and medium-sized enterprises. Our institute conducted questionnaire survey to all industrial factories which consumes more than 3,000 kiloliter oil equivalent per year in Japan 2010. We found that barriers against promoting energy conservation measures are finance barriers and skill barriers, which are very common for both SMEs and large enterprises. But it is notable that information barriers is more significant among SMEs than among large enterprises. The information sharing program has been taking a great role for supporting large industry to promote energy conservation in Japan after oil crisis. As you can see from this slide, there are several kind of networking system and the information sharing system in Japan. These kind of programs help industry to promote energy efficiency and to help them to overcome information barriers. So we regarded that those kind of programs is cost-effective supporting measures for promoting energy efficiencies to domestic small and medium-sized enterprises in Japan. But also we think that those kind of programs is good for the country where the energy consumption is expected to grow rapidly in the near future. So by this reason, in 2009, the government of Japan has launched International Information Sharing Platform, Energy Management Action Network, so-called EMAK, in cooperation with the government of China to disseminate the good practice to the other countries. Today's workshop, we can see the many good practice for waste heat recovery and energy management practice in the small and medium-sized enterprises. EMAK is one of the task group under International Partnership for Energy Efficiency Cooperation, so-called IPEC. IPEC is an autonomous international forum which included developed and developing countries. Its purpose is to enhance global cooperation in the field of energy efficiency and to facilitate policies that yield energy efficiency gains across all sectors globally. The mission of the EMAK is to promote awareness and demonstrate the importance of energy management and to enhance energy management activities on both factory and enterprises level. Through using EMAK information sharing tools, firstly, face-to-face workshop, which we are having today, and secondly, internet-based seminars, thirdly, energy management information portal site. We have workshop webinar materials and example and best practices for energy management in our website. This is the end of my presentation. We are very grateful to seeing so many people joining this workshop and so many experts to sharing their knowledges, and we would like to thank the Bureau of Energy Efficiency of India to give this opportunity. And finally, yes, I would like to express our deepest appreciation for the Energy Resource Institute and Sustainable Business Sustainable Development. Dr. Patrick and Mr. Upinda, without you, this great workshop will not be organized. We are sure that this workshop will give you the many energy conservation tips and maybe help you to build a network. So please enjoy the rest of the workshop. Thank you very much.